Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to announce the Associate Degree Nursing pinning ceremony of New River Community College. At this time, we ask you to please silence all cell phones and other mobile devices for the remainder of the ceremony. Please rise and remain standing until the graduates have marched in. Please be seated. Welcome to New River Community College. This is the 21st nursing pinning ceremony since the program began in 2003. I am Helen Wolf, the college's Dean of Health Professions. I have the honor to help me to recognize our nursing graduates tonight. Pinning ceremonies begin with Florence Nightingale and symbolizes your achievement of completing education requirements that marks your transition into nursing practice. Nurses have a unique perspective on the gift of life. You are going to make an impact on someone's life, no matter how big or small. Indeed, it does take a nurse to save a life. You are going to care for the wounded, in body and in spirit. You will be there to comfort someone in their pain or their sorrow. You may be the last face that someone sees before they pass from this life to the next. What a privilege. You will make a difference. National Nurses Week ended Monday. I would like to recognize all the nurses in our audience, and I ask you to stand, please. You may be seated. I would now like to introduce the president of New River Community College, Dr. Robert Brandon. Dr. Brandon's journey in higher education began in the classroom, where he taught composition and nursing majors and discovered firsthand how clear communication strengthens compassionate care. Since then, he has served as an English professor, department chair, dean, and vice president, always keeping teaching and student success in the heart of his work. Now, as NRCC's 7th president, he continues to champion the faculty, the student partnerships that turn into lives of service. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Brandon.
Thank you. There are some special guests here tonight that I would like to recognize at this time. From the New River Community College College Board, Mr. Bill Cunningham from Pulaski County, Dr. Peggy DeWald Link from Floyd County, and Dr. Richard Harshberger from the city of Radford. Let's give our distinguished board a round of applause. Likewise, from our New River Community College Educational Foundation Board, we have Jim McAllister here this evening. Let's give Mr. McAllister a round of applause. We also have with us executives and administrators from various area healthcare agencies. I will introduce them now, but I ask that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. Would all these executives and administrators please stand as I call your name? Mr. Sean Pressman from Lewis Gale Hospital, Miss Samantha McClure, Miss Cammie Meek, and Miss Brittany Camper. From Pulaski Health and Rehab, Miss Christina Collins, Miss Christina Davis, Miss Jessica Hancock, Mr. Adam Edwards. From the Clinical Simulation Center at Radford University, Miss Lisa Wade. From Lewis Gale Montgomery, Miss Devin LaPuasa. From Radford Health and Rehab Center, Miss Sheila Marquez. From Carilion Giles Community Hospital, Miss Allison St. Clair. And from Pulaski County Schools, Miss Mary Hall. Please join me in thanking our healthcare partners. We always love to welcome back our retirees who have built this legacy of this great college. We have a very special retiree in attendance tonight. Dr. Pat Huber, former president of New River Community College, is here to support these future nurses. Let's please applaud for our past president, Dr. Huber. I would also like to recognize the nursing faculty. Faculty, please stand when recognized. Again, audience, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Wendy Hay, Lisa Helmick, Lisa Johnston, Caitlin Reed, Heather Umberger. Our adjunct instructors are Diane Blankenship, Jean Cintron, Sharon Clowes, Denise Hahn, Deborah Pike, Rosemary Quist, Dita Whitesell, Libby Woodyard. All of these professionals have contributed to the success of this program, and we owe them a big thank you. Please join me in thanking these outstanding faculty. I think that speaks for itself. Thank you. And now it's time to focus on the students. The reason we're all here tonight, over the past 2 years, you have mastered dosages and diagnoses, but you have also learned the deeper arts of nursing, meeting fear with calm, pain with empathy, and uncertainty with confidence. Every challenge you have faced along the way has shaped you into the skilled and compassionate professionals we celebrate tonight. So I hope you have a great sense of pride at your accomplishments, for you have certainly made all of us proud. Wherever you go, remember that you are now and forever a member of the New River family, and your entire college family is excited for the healing you will bring to the world. Now at this time, I would like to invite Dr. Peter Anderson, our Vice President of Instruction and Servant Services, to introduce tonight's keynote speaker.
Good evening. I have the pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker, Mr. Logan Underwood. Logan began his nursing journey at New River Community College, graduating in 2021 at the height of something called COVID. It was in just a few short years he earned his BSN from Western Governors University and went on to complete a master's in emergency management and a postgraduate certificate in emergency preparedness nursing coordination from Jacksonville State University. He also completed advanced training in healthcare leadership for mass casualty incidents through the U.S. Department of Homeland Security's Center for Domestic Preparedness. Logan is nationally certified in trauma nursing, emergency nursing, and pediatric emergency nursing. His rapid rise in the profession led him to be recognized as a finalist for the 2024 Virginia Nurses Foundation Leadership Excellence Award, and he currently serves as co-chair of the Committee for the National Society of Trauma Nursing. He has served as manager of emergency services at Lewis Gale Medical Center and now travels across the country as a sought-after travel nurse. Beyond his clinical and leadership work, Logan gives back globally through his annual service with the Nasaruni Foundation's Gentle Hearts Clinic in Kenya, delivering vital care to underserved populations. Logan's story is one of service, resilience, and leadership in crisis. And today, he brings that powerful perspective to us. Please help me in welcoming Logan Underwood.
Good evening, and thank you for that introduction, Dr. Anderson. It's an honor to speak before you tonight. As I reflect on my personal and professional career path that I've set, I often remember where my foundation for nursing was formed. My family and friends, of course, played huge instrumental roles, and my mother being my main nursing mentor. However, the faculty sitting before us today truly invested in me and helped shape me and mold me my professional career early on. Those professors have become stakeholders within my daily nursing practice and patient advocacy. To this day, I often communicate with them about life updates and interesting cases and remind them that their nursing care is still being delivered to patients through my hands. To each of you, I extend a heartfelt thank you and appreciation. When I was first asked to write this speech, I was deep into my graduate research and wasn't sure what I would talk about. However, I knew that Dean Wolf, as she always has, wouldn't let me say no. A few days later, inspiration struck when I received a letter from a patient at the conclusion of their care. This patient had came in for routine surgery that had been planned for weeks, yet she still felt scared, nervous, and anxious as the surgery ended and her healing began. She had questions, concerns, and misunderstanding about her care plan and her short-term stay within the facility. We worked together, involving all specialties of care, to ensure her questions were answered. At the end of my shift, I opened the letter, which closed with the words, "Thank you very, very much. You truly heard me." As I read these words, I paused and recognized the importance of her message. I realized that I had become so accustomed to teaching new nurses this concept during my orientation routine that it had started to lose its aha factor in my head. Rewind to about 8 months ago when I was sitting with my mother and father at Duke University, waiting to meet with our first set of surgeons after my mother's life-altering cancer diagnosis. Like most families from Southwest Virginia, we are very close, and I will be the first to admit that I am a tried and true mama's boy, and I am proud of it. In the days and weeks leading up to this appointment, we had spent a lot of time researching doctors and oncology teams across the entire United States because we were determined to find the best care possible. As we walked into that appointment, our expectations were already set high. However, within less than an hour, those expectations were met with an entirely new level. We entered with a multitude of questions, feeling anxious and nervous. But when we left, we were met with clear answers and a comprehensive plan. For the first time, we felt listened to, and more importantly, truly heard. Rewind about 4 months before that. I'm in a remote village in Kenya where I work with a tiny team of healthcare professionals to see, diagnose, and treat entire villages of children and families. We spent days and weeks seeing patients from simple illness to complex injuries. We taught seminars to healthcare professionals and classes to village leaders in basic hygiene and first aid, and completed screening exams to flag youth at risk for domestic harm. Working with these patients, you quickly learn that they have vast healthcare disparities and healthcare literacy deficits at no fault of their own. For those of you who don't know, Kenyans pride themselves on hospitality and internal pride for their land, citizens, and beliefs. It's not as simple as asking what is wrong and being provided an answer. That's where we humbly had the power to listen and truly take the time to hear. Hearing these patients allowed for focused, appropriate treatment, holistic care, and support. As graduates, reflecting on your nursing education, you have been taught the significance of open-ended questioning, which allows patients to take the lead in their care conversations. You have also learned the importance of actively listening to patients to achieve effective therapeutic communication, and I know you've all heard that term. As you step into the real world, the brief experiences you had during your clinical training will transform into your daily routine. You will encounter call bells ringing, bed alarms sounding, overdue medications, and constant communication from doctors and families. This ongoing chaos will become part of your normal work life. Additionally, it's no secret that healthcare systems are inundated, and you will play a vital role in helping to ensure continuity of care for patients in whatever specialty you choose. However, you cannot forget the weight and importance of those key foundational concepts: therapeutic communication and open-ended questioning. As cliche as it may sound, when you leave here today and begin your professional nursing career, you will become the voice for your patients. They will rely on you to advocate for them, no matter where you end up in the world. During my time in nursing leadership, I often felt saddened when interacting with patients and their families, hearing comments like, "Well, that nurse was busy," "I didn't want to be a bother," and "other patients seem far sicker." However, I felt immense pride when I would hear phrases like, "They took the time to listen," "They heard what I was saying," "They sat down and held my hand." You see, those seemingly minuscule moments can make or break a patient's care experience. As you embark on this journey, you will quickly learn that sometimes the things patients say and convey to you are often far less concerning than the things they withhold out of fear and anxiety, which can, and typically do, quickly waterfall into harmful situations. The wisdom and challenge I'll leave with you is that you can impact each life you touch through hearing. No matter how busy the day may be, how challenging your assignment is, or what personal struggles you are navigating, always show up each day wanting to advocate. Give each patient you touch the comfort and understanding that their voice, feelings, and concerns are valid, and you will not only listen to them, but genuinely want to hear them. The hearing will make the difference between a good nurse and an exceptional nurse, a nurse that patients will forget over ones that they will remember, a nurse who can truly make the difference between life and death. As the philosopher and novelist G.K. Chesterton once said, "There's a lot of difference between listening and hearing." His words remind us that true understanding requires more than simply being present. It demands attention, empathy, and intention. I wish each of you the best in your nursing journeys, and no matter where the road takes you, always be willing to listen, learn, and most importantly, hear. Congratulations to each of you on this remarkable achievement in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Logan, for those inspiring words, and please accept this gift for appreciation. A nursing pin has a unique design representative of the nursing program from which you graduate. It connects you with your classmates, past, present, and future, and to New River Community College. Your nursing pin was designed by Terry Moore, the first director of our program. The meaning of each aspect of the design is illustrated on the back of your program. The pin that we present to you tonight is a symbol of the journey you have made. You have gained knowledge, skills, and you likely have changed along the way. Students, it is now time for you to be recognized. The students have elected to be pinned by their clinical instructor. Several students have already accepted jobs in healthcare facilities, and some have chosen to wear the color of the scrub of that unit tonight. When your name is called, please come to the stage. Students have prepared marks that will be read. Please hold your applause until after each student's remarks. The Earn to Learn grant participants. The students who participated in the Earn to Learn grant will be pinned by their nurse mentor. Kaylee Bishop, pinned by Rhonda Char.
Thank you, God, for walking beside me through it all. To my amazing mom, your love support kept me going. To my boyfriend, Christian, for dealing with my mood swings and always finding a way to make me smile. To my family and friends and support, you meant everything. To Mama, my inspiration. My why, you gave me strength when I had none. And thank you, me, for never giving up. We did it.
Carrie Hill, pinned by Leah Olivar.
I would like to thank my family for their endless prayers, motivation, and support to get me through nursing school. I would also like to thank my preceptor, Leah, for being so committed to my learning and building my clinical skills. Most importantly, thank you to my grandpa who followed me every step of the way. We did it, Bo.
Casey Keytrees, pinned by Tammy Ham.
First, I want to thank my family for their unwavering support through my journey. To my grandma Shirley for her strength and compassion have been my inspiration and the reason I chose to pursue nursing. I am also deeply grateful to my clinical preceptor, Tammy, whose patience and encouragement helped me grow and gain confidence under her mentorship.
Sarah Showalter, pinned by Donna Olinger.
Today, as I receive this pin, I carry every ounce of love, support, and strength of everyone who taught, guided, and inspired me. To my amazing partner, the lifelong friends I've made, and the beloved little orange cat, Crookshanks, thank you. Nursing school tested my limits, my strength, and definitely my caffeine tolerance. But today, I stand proud, ready to care fiercely, love deeply, and never stop learning.
Madison Bass, pinned by Allison St. Clair.
To my preceptor, thank you for giving me the confidence I needed. Classmates, I'm so glad we had each other during these building blocks of our careers. To my family, your love has guided me through this journey. To my husband, thank you for your love, support, and patience. And thank you, God, for giving me the ability to do what I love and serve your people.
Group 10L, penned by Wendy Hay. Melody Shea Bishop.
First, I want to recognize my commitment to my faith, as I know I couldn't have completed this journey on my own. Thank you to my friends and family for encouraging me throughout my time during nursing school. I would like to finish by thanking the nursing instructors here at New River. I know I wouldn't be where I am today without each and every one of you.
Carrie Blankenship.
Heartfelt thanks to my wonderful parents and sister for always believing in me and being my pillars of strength. To the Lord, I am forever grateful for his guidance and grace. Miss Hay, your patience and leadership have profoundly shaped my path, and to my classmates, I treasure the friendships and support that have made this journey so special. This achievement is a testament to the collective strength and support that has brought us all here today. I can't believe we did it.
Haley Capps.
First off, I would like to thank my family for their endless support and encouragement, even when I didn't always believe in myself. To our professors, thank you for challenging us, believing in us, and pushing us to become better. You didn't just teach us how to be nurses, you taught us how to lead with compassion and courage. We have now stepped into a calling that asks us to care, even when it's hard. While we may never know the impact that we have made in people's lives, each time we walk through those doors, we get a new opportunity. Looking back, I know that little girl would be proud of where I am today, but I owe it all to God because I wouldn't be where I am without him.
Ethan Corcoran.
Starting this program 2 years ago, I was very unsure of my direction. Standing here today, I am humbled and grateful to be in the moment. Nursing school didn't just teach me how to read an EKG or hang an IV. It gave me purpose, resilience, and the incredible group of people to suffer alongside. Special thanks to my parents for being my foundation. Your love, patience, and encouragement carried me through the chaos. I truly couldn't have done this without you, and I hope I've made you proud, or at least slightly less worried. And to my instructors, thank you for all the knowledge, guidance, and patience when I constantly asked a million questions that were definitely covered in the reading I didn't get to.
Grace Hall.
I want to thank my friends and family for helping me through nursing school. Every encouraging word and listening ear I have appreciated more than you know. I want to thank my nursing instructors for their kindness, patience, and guidance. To my nursing cohort, I am so thankful to have walked alongside you through this journey. I have always wanted to be a nurse, and because of you all, I can now say I am.
Hannah Sowers.
I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to my parents, my fiance, my entire family, and especially my professors for their unwavering support, guidance, and belief in me throughout this journey. I truly would not be where I am today without each and every one of you encouraging me and walking alongside me through every step of this journey. I'm incredibly proud of myself for persevering through challenging times and remaining resilient, even when faced with setbacks or the disappointment of not passing an exam. It is an honor to join the nursing profession. I look forward to serving with compassion, integrity, and a heart dedicated to making a difference in the lives of others.
Daniel Traham.
My nursing journey wasn't a straight line. It was more like a squiggly line drawn by a toddler with a crayon. Fueled by caffeine, ding-dongs, and the occasional crisis, today I am filled with immense gratitude to the support and encouragement of my family, friends, clinical group, and outstanding nursing faculty who have guided me on this incredible journey to becoming a nurse. I am ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, always striving to provide compassionate, safe, and quality patient-centered care. P.S. If you see me running, it's either a code blue or someone brought donuts. Please don't make me choose.
Ashley Woodring.
First and foremost, I would like to thank our incredible faculty for not only teaching us, but also their endless patience in answering our millions of questions. You have inspired us to strive for excellence and reminded us to always lead with compassion. To my family and friends, thank you for every late night pep talk, every coffee delivery, and every time you pretended to understand what normal LFT values meant. Your support has been nothing short of life-saving, no pun intended. To my fellow new nurses, congratulations. We've laughed together, cried together, and maybe accidentally inserted the wrong IV tubing together. But we've learned from it. So thank you all for believing in us, for celebrating with us, and for being a part of this unforgettable journey. Here's to a future filled with hope, healing, and perhaps just a little less caffeine.
Group 11L, pinned by Deborah Pike. Kaylee Albert.
Thank you to my mom and papa for your constant encouragement and for pushing me to never give up on my dreams. You both taught me the true meaning of perseverance. Damien, your support and sacrifice allowed me to finish nursing school. I couldn't have done this without you. To my sisters, family, and friends, thank you for your love, prayers, and support. And above all, thank you, Jesus, for this incredible opportunity to serve others. I will never take it for granted.
Charlene Harley Calva.
To November 4th, 2022, me who failed nursing school by 0.2%, I know how much you loathed yourself for not being good enough. I just know that you are now walking across the stage because you never stopped reaching for the stars.
Myra Cosmoto.
I survived all-nighters, ran on 0 sleep before clinicals, and worst of all, I went back and changed my answers on tests. But here I am about to become a registered nurse. Thank you to my family, friends, and my Marine boy for all of your love and patience over the past 2 years. And thank you to Miss Pike for believing in me and pushing me to be the best nurse.
Peyton Grimm.
I want to thank my family, friends, and Juno for always being there for me. Your support, encouragement, and love have meant the world, and I couldn't have made it throughout without all of you.
Nathaniel Pinson.
I would like to thank my family for supporting me while starting this journey. At the start, my brother Stephen had handwritten me a letter, and ever since it's been hanging on my wall as motivation on those hard days. Lastly, I would like to thank my beautiful girlfriend who always asked about my day and quickly regrets it after hearing about the bodily fluids that touched me.
Ryan Prophet.
I want to express my thanks to my incredible instructors for your guidance, knowledge, and support throughout this journey. To my father, thank you for being a constant example of faithfulness, determination, and selflessness. Your strength has been my foundation. I carry your lessons with me as I step into this new chapter.
Megan Smith.
Therefore, my dear brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord. 1 Corinthians 15:58. Thank you to my family, friends, and everyone who stood by me through this journey. Your love and support made this moment possible. May I always remember who I did this for.
Pamela Wright.
I can't believe I am graduating from nursing school. What a long, beautiful journey it has been. I am so blessed to be able to go into the profession that I am so passionate about and have the opportunity to help others. Thank you to all my family, friends, and instructors who have cheered me on along the way.
Group 12L, pinned by Diane Blankenship. Jessica Griffin.
First, I want to thank God for all the blessings and the strength He has given me throughout school. In addition, I would like to thank my mom, dad, Jordan, and Freddie for the endless love and support you've given me throughout this journey. Lastly, thank you, Nana and Dora, for cheering me from heaven. I love you guys, and I know I couldn't have done it without you all.
Brittany Mills.
I want to thank God for giving me the strength to see this journey through and never letting me give up. I want to thank my husband for his unwavering support and willingness to pick up the slack when needed. Lastly, I would like to thank my daughter, McKenna, for her patience and understanding throughout my 4 years of LPN and RN school. This time spent not being able to be present for her has been challenging for the both of us.
Kimberly Nance.
To my parents, thank you for always pushing me to do my best. To my mama and papa, thank you for always believing in me when I didn't believe in myself. To Michael, thank you for being there always, especially through my numerous panic attacks. And to the NCLEX, see you soon, bestie.
Holly Paul.
To all my amazing friends and family, thank you for putting up with me. I love you. I couldn't have done this without you. Lexi Ann, all I do is for you. Matt, thank you for being my rock through it all. And Mom, thank you for always being my biggest cheerleader.
Brittany Racy.
As I have reached this milestone in my life, I'd like to just start with this. I'm beyond grateful to my family for their endless love and support throughout nursing school. To my husband, thank you for being my rock, my steady hand, and my greatest encourager. You stood by me through every late night, every tear, and every victory. I couldn't have done this without you. This one's for us, and of course, do it for Dale.
Stevie Wheatley.
I have my sweet friends Trish, Carolyn, and my dear Dean to thank for the laughs, guidance, and unwavering love over the last several years. I have truly seen that the genuine way to lead as a nurse is by kindness is by the kindness of our hearts. I will forever carry that value with me.
Group 13L, pinned by Denise Hahn. Lee Akers.
I am incredibly blessed to be here today, walking across this stage. I want to thank my family, friends, and clients for their unconditional support and for their compassion and love when times were tough. To my instructors, thank you for your mentorship and encouragement in pursuing my passions. To my scholarship sponsors, thank you for making my passion a reality. To my classmates, keep shining your light bright. The world needs you.
Kelsey Finnerty.
To my mom, the skill, compassion, and grace you have as a nurse inspires me. To my family, for always answering the phone and being there for me when I wasn't able to be there for you. To Travis, for always knowing the right thing to say and believing in me, especially during the times I struggled to believe in myself. Lastly, shout out to me for sitting next to Asia on the first day of school. Best decision I have made during this program.
Danielle Gorski.
I would like to thank my parents, Nate, and my future in-laws for their support and encouragement during nursing school. I would also like to thank Denise, my professors, and friends for helping me learn and grow these past 2 years. I am so proud of how far we've all come, and I am excited for what the future holds.
Alexander Holder.
First off, I'd like to thank Red Bull for getting me through nursing school and YouTube for teaching me things my textbook never quite explained. But more importantly, I want to thank my amazing wife for being my rock, my personal therapist, and the only one brave enough to quiz me on 87 drug names at 11 p.m. You've seen me at my best and my absolute sleep-deprived worst, and you still stuck around. So clearly, you're the real hero here. To my family, thank you for pretending to understand what I was talking about when I ranted about anything. Your support, encouragement, and occasional bribery with food kept me going. This pen may symbolize my entry into the profession of nursing, but it also represents all the love, patience, and maybe just a little bit of suffering we did it.
Carly Cranach.
I would like to thank my fiance and my family for always supporting me throughout my journey, especially my grandma. I couldn't have done this without you. I love you forever.
Gabriella Locke.
Guess what, Grandpa Blair? Your little nurse just graduated. We miss you every day. I want to thank my family, friends, and professors for dealing with me through the ups and downs nursing school has been. I wouldn't have been able to be the little nurse I am today without all of those who helped me these past few years. Thank you.
Laken Patterson.
To my family, friends, mentors, and most importantly, my parents, thank you for your patience, unwavering support, and always believing in me when on the hardest days. Thank you to everyone who has embarked on this long journey and went through another round of nursing school with me. We did it. Here's to finally becoming an RN.
Aisha Porter.
Her past actions had so defined her in the eyes of others, they thought there was no hope for redemption. But God gave her strength to start over with grace and wisdom. She held his healing in her heart, surrounded by the ones she loves the most, those here to see her walk across the stage tonight. I love and thank every one of you, especially my husband, who made every sacrifice for this accomplishment to happen.
Group 14L, pinned by Katie Reed. Megan Davidson.
I want to thank my friends and family that have battled the last 2 years with me. You are all the reason I was able to get here today. Savannah, oh sweet Savannah, you are and will always be my greatest motivation. I hope I've made you proud and shown you that with determination and love, anything is possible. This chapter is over. Let's go have some fun. 14L, what are we supposed to do on Thursdays now? Thank you to every single one of you for all the laughs and memories. I couldn't have survived nursing school without you. Now disperse.
Charlie LeFew.
The road to becoming a nurse was long and challenging, but today I am filled with pride and gratitude. This pin signifies not just my achievement, but my commitment to compassionate care.
Elena McCoy.
I want to thank my parents, grandparents, and Tawana and Chris for their endless love, support, and encouragement throughout this challenging journey. Your unwavering belief in me always kept me going. I also want to take a moment to thank myself for not giving up and for finally achieving the dream I worked so hard for. And lastly, a big shout out to Brooke. Thank you for making our study guides while I intensely played games on my computer.
Brooke O'Brien.
I would like to thank my family for their endless support, patience, and encouragement, especially my mom, who probably cried more than I did, and my dad, who had to put up with my mood swings. Most of all, I would like to thank myself for never giving up and for fulfilling my dream.
David Tabor.
I would like to say thank you to my parents for your unwavering support, encouragement, and belief in me, which made this goal possible. You taught me the value of hard work and compassion. I carry those lessons with me into this career. To my girlfriend, Kelsey, thank you for your patience, love, and constant reassurance. I couldn't have done this without you.
Morgan Williams.
To my parents, thanks for always believing in me, supporting me, and loving me, even when I changed career goals more often than I changed my socks. To my fiance, you've been my emotional support person through it all, even when I got a little sassy due to lack of sleep, being too stressed, or just being hungry. Dr. Reed, your guidance in clinical is something I can never thank you enough for. And lastly, to my sister, you are my favorite person to brag on. Your ability to handle the real chaos of the ED and your patient care truly inspired me to begin this journey. If I can be half the nurse you are, I'll be doing great. I love you all and couldn't have done it without you, especially the coffee.
Group 15L, pinned by Lisa Helmick. Brianna Bowen.
When I started nursing school, I thought the hardest part would be learning how to save lives. Turns out it was surviving care plans, caffeine withdrawal, and figuring out what day it was. To my instructors, family, and friends, thank you for supporting me, feeding me, and pretending to understand what I was talking about when I said things like, their potassium is 2.8, no wonder they're acting funny. This pen may be small, but the heart behind it is huge.
Jesse Buzzard.
After years of what can only be described as an love-hate relationship with nursing school, I finally made it to this moment. As I reflect on this journey, I want to express my deepest gratitude to my incredible wife and family. To my wife, thank you for being my unwavering support through the long nights, the stressful exams, and those moments when self-doubt crept in. Your love, patience, and belief in me made it all the difference, and I couldn't have done this without you. This achievement is not just mine, it belongs to all of you. As I step into the future as a nurse, I carry with me not only the knowledge and skills I've gained, but the strength and love you've so generously given. Thank you for being my foundation, and I will forever be grateful for your unwavering support.
Roger Carroll.
A big thank you to my mom and kids for the love and support that kept me going. I started this challenge with a dream in caffeine, and with your help, I'm leaving with a degree in nursing and a desire for more caffeine.
Jacelyn Hidshaw.
Thank you to my parents for always supporting and encouraging me, my coworkers in the OR for checking in on me and giving me advice, and to my study group for getting me through this last semester. Finally, I want to thank me for always believing in me, for doing all this hard work, and for never quitting.
Tori King.
I want to thank the people in my life that have been there for me through this long, exhausting journey. I'll bet worth it. Firstly, thank you for my friends for being there to help me through the long study sessions. Next, my dogs for when I got home after the long days. And last but not least, my parents for supporting me through it. And yes, I meant both emotionally and financially, as well as many more that I don't have enough time to thank.
Jakaya Lee.
I want to thank you all for being here today. Thank you to all my family, friends, professors, and classmates that showed me unconditional love and encouragement throughout these past 2 years. Nursing is tough, but having that support helped me through it all, and I will forever be thankful for you all.
Alexis Linkus.
I am deeply grateful to my family, especially my parents. Your support and belief in me made this possible. I look forward to where life takes me and the opportunities that lie ahead.
Yasida Ocardo.
I would like to begin by thanking the friends I made in nursing school for always being so encouraging and supportive. I would also like to thank Ms. Helmick for being the best clinical instructor I could have ever asked for. And lastly, shout out to my parents and sisters for always believing in me.
Maddie Alana Mitchell.
As I stand here today, my heart is full of gratitude for the incredible people who have helped me reach to this moment. Thank you to my mom, dad, teachers, family, and friends for your unwavering support and belief in me, even when I doubted myself. To my Nana, who inspired my dream of becoming a nurse, her compassion and strength continues to guide me. Every challenging late night and tear shed was worth to get to this point. As I begin this next chapter, I'm ready to make a difference, just like Nana did, and I know she'll be with me every step of the way.
Leah Stidgko.
Thank you to my friends and family for being by my side during this journey, and to our instructors for being our biggest fans from day one. I would not be here without you. Extra special thanks to Mrs. Umberger for letting me adopt her bunny last year.
Group 16L. Group 16L, pinned by Libby Woodyard. Mara Conklin.
I'm deeply grateful to my nursing and clinical instructors for their support and dedication over the past 2 years. Thank you to the Foundation Scholarship donors. Your philanthropy helped me make this possible. I'm also thankful for those of you who supported my family after the flood. Your kindness and generosity carried us through more than you know. And to my husband and children, thank you for your endless patience and love. Because of each of you, I proudly stand here today and as a graduate nurse.
Tabitha Greenhall.
Today marks the end of a journey, one of sacrifice, perseverance, and dedication, but I did not walk it alone. To my husband, thank you for being my rock, my support person, and my greatest encourager. To my children, you're my greatest inspiration. Every late night and early morning were for you. My greatest wish for each of you is that you will always chase your dreams with the same passion and resilience, knowing I will always be cheering you on, just as you have done for me. Today I celebrate not just my success, but the incredible family that made it possible.
Danielle Helm.
I want to thank me for believing in me. I would like to thank me for doing all this hard work. And I would like to thank me for having no days off. To my mom and dad and sister, thank you for your unwavering support throughout my journey. To my kids, you have shared your time as I juggled between my studies and work. Your love and laughter have been the light that guided me through this. This pin is not just mine. It belongs to all of us.
Angel Jennings.
First, I want to thank God for giving me the strength to keep going when I felt like giving up, because let's be honest, nursing school almost took me out. To my sweet family, thank you for being my rock, my safe place, and my personal fan club. And to my amazing partner, thank you for loving me through stress tears, late night studying, and quiz-induced breakdowns. I couldn't have made it through this journey without your prayers, patience, and constant support. This pin belongs to all of us.
Christy Moody.
I wouldn't be standing here if not for my fiance, Chris. Thank you for everything. And to my parents, I owe every ounce of my success to you both. Your love for me is truly unconditional, and I'll never be able to fully repay you for everything that you have given me. Lastly, to my grandmother, I hope to be half the nurse you were. I hope I'm making you proud.
Tabar Nixon.
I give all glory to God. Without His grace, I wouldn't be standing here. To my husband, my best friend, thank you for being my rock, my greatest encourager, and for always believing in me. To my sweet boys, you're my inspiration and the reason I strive to be a better person every day. To my parents and family, your love and support have carried me further than words can express. I accept this pin not just as a symbol of my profession, but as a testimony of God's faithfulness.
Amber Salt.
I would like to thank God and my family for motivating, encouraging, and supporting me in this journey for the last 2 years. Boys, it's time to enjoy our summer at the beach, camping, fishing, and your favorite, 10 seconds.
Courtney Williams.
First off, I would like to say thank you to the amount of caffeine I have consumed to get me here. I wouldn't have survived without you, literally. But most importantly, I would like to say thank you to Drew, my family, friends, coworkers, and classmates for all of the support and motivation over the last 2 years. And Drew, thank you for never saying no to Mexican so I don't have to cook. Congrats, you guys, we did it.
The blessing of the heads is another special aspect of our ceremony. It is a symbolic representation of how the hands of a nurse are used to deliver care and compassion. Dr. Graham Mitchell will be facilitating this beautiful experience. Dr. Mitchell is a retired professor of psychology and religion at the college. Welcome, Dr. Mitchell.
Good evening, and thank you very much for inviting me to be a part of this very special event. And let me be the first again to congratulate all of you as nurses. This is a wonderful event and a wonderful time to be together. I also hope that you will remember me kindly and fondly, because I know we will meet one of these days. The only thing is you'll be holding a pointy thing in your hand, and I've got to be careful about that. But for a moment, I'd like you to take a look at your hands, nurses. Just look at them. I know you don't like to look at your own hands, but just do that for this moment. Your hands have been through a lot. Your hands are scarred. Your hands are strong. But your hands have a beauty in them that is really remarkable, because your hands are doing the work of love in this world. Your hands will hold somebody else's hands. Your hands may type emails to politicians, or sign cards of consolation, or cards of congratulation. Your hands may patiently teach, or perhaps quilt great works of great beauty, or write words urging peace. Your hands will bathe children, feed elders, nurse the ill, work the earth, organize communities. Your hands have clasped and will clasp in prayer, and will do that again and again. Your hands will open up to release, and your hands will grasp somebody else's hands in solidarity. Your hands will clench in righteous anger. And your hands are hands of great mystery, of flesh and attention and great potential. And tonight we come to bless your hands, to do the works of love and service and healing, a tradition that has been practiced since the time of Florence Nightingale. We recognize also that each of you bring your own unique selves to the task at hand. So we come today to celebrate your call, for it is indeed a calling, and to celebrate your gifts and to remember that your life's calling is to bring healing to people who come to you. And through the blessing of your hands, we acknowledge that your hands are holy hands, and they're given to you for a purpose. And this blessing symbolizes the belief in the sacredness of everyday life and everyday work and your everyday hands. And through this blessing, we recognize the divine presence within us and with us right here, and that our ability to touch someone with our hands is probably our greatest and most powerful gift. I'm reminded of a story that I heard many, many years ago. A group of nurses and doctors who took a vacation time to complete a mission trip to the Polynesian Islands. Their mission, to find and treat lepers living in the squalors of those awful leper camps. One day when they were visiting a camp, they heard about a man who they found out was in very pitiful condition. They had to search for him, and finally they found him living in a makeshift shelter far away from the general population, and he was in bad shape. His wounds were bleeding, oozing pus, and his body was racked by the infections that would surely take his life. Very gently, the nurses picked him up out of his shelter and carried him to a makeshift hospital, where they began gently to undress the poor man, soaking his clothes in saline solution so that they could unstick them from his skin. But as this process continued, this man began to cry and sob hysterically. The nurses, in consternation, stopped what they were doing, wondering what could be wrong. Leprosy, of course, destroys nerves, so they were sure he didn't feel any pain. When he was finally quiet enough to be able to speak, he assured them, "I'm not in pain, you're not hurting me." But he said, "This is the first time in 20 years that someone has touched me." And he was so overwhelmed that he could not contain his emotions. The man died later that week, but he didn't die alone. But he died with the comforting touch of those who nursed him with a tenderness born from compassion and love. Your hands may well be the first to give human touch to a newborn child. Your hands will touch and bring healing to those who are sick. Your hands will be the last hands sometimes to touch and comfort those who are dying. So you've got power in your hands. It is a divine power. And today you've come to have those hands blessed so that you can do the work of healing, and do that work of healing with a heart of compassion, a heart of love, and a heart of kindness. As you're going to be instructed in a moment, when you come to the front to have your hands blessed, hold your hands with your palms up and receive that blessing that will be given to you. And as you receive that blessing, feel the touch of the divine in your life and on your hands, in your hearts and in your minds. For you have been called to a ministry of healing. For all the folks who are here attending to support these nurses, I'm going to ask if you would help me at this particular point. Nurses, I'd like for you to remain seated. And for the rest of you, those who are able, if you would stand with me, please. What I'm going to ask you to do is to extend your hands or hand, whatever's coming for you, towards these nurses. And as you extend your hands towards them, we're going to invoke a blessing on them. So let us pray. Lord, we pray your blessing on these nurses as they become active healers to the sick in their care. Shape them and reshape them to be healers filled with compassion, kindness, and peace. May the touch of their hands bring comfort and peace to others. May they be mindful of their own weaknesses and tend to their own physical, mental, and emotional and spiritual needs so they can empathize with the weaknesses of those that they meet. May they always see their patients as suffering human beings, and may the touch of their hands, the look in their eyes, and the attitudes they hold reassure fearful minds, strengthen anxious hearts, and bring peace to shattered lives. We ask this blessing in the name of the one who is all merciful and whose very being is love. Amen. Thank you. You may be seated.
Before we conclude today's ceremony, we would like to take a moment to recognize our Earn to Learn nursing graduates. It's a surprise for you, isn't it? These outstanding students participated in a special grant program awarded for the Virginia Department of Health, designed to support the development of practice-ready new nurses. Through this initiative, participants were employed by healthcare facilities and gained valuable hands-on experience by working 1 day a week as a nurse extern. In addition, they engaged in a structured mentorship, working one-on-one with an experienced registered nurse. At this time, Ms. Melinda Tunnell would present certificates of achievement to these graduates, along with a uniform allowance in recognition of their dedication and accomplishments. Graduates, please come forward as your name is called. Kaylee Bishop. Carrie Hill. Casey Keetries. Sarah Showalter. Madison Bass. Thank you for attending tonight's ceremony. I ask that everyone please stand for the recessional.